Hi, I hope you're doing well. I am Jennifer Johnson. I just thought I would jump on here today. I'm a relationship marketing coach and I'm the founder of TTR Networking, and it is Monday. It's April, Monday, April 25th. Accountability April is what we're calling April. And we've been talking about goals and how to work. Accountability April is really working with other people to hold you accountable for your goals. And I wanted to get on here. We are at the last week of April. Cannot believe it. Accountability April. And we've talked about, sharing your goals, writing them down in detail with measurable time, and you need to be specific. You need to share them. This week, I just wanted to touch base and say, how are you doing with your goals? Have you had, what are your stories? And when you have a goal, you need to write it out specifically, how much by when, and as detailed as you can be. I wanted to just a couple things today. I wanted to talk about creating a breakthrough goal. Actually, I am a Canfield Success Principles certified trainer. So the book is Jack Canfield, The Success Principles, how to get from where you are to where you want to be. And we're just working our way through the fundamentals of success and writing out your goals, sharing them with other people. Check a couple videos earlier that I was talking about different studies they've done, and when you write them down and you share them and you have a partner, and the success rate goes through the roof if you're sharing with other people. You're never sharing your goals, nobody's going to know, and the universe can't help you. Check it out. But create a breakthrough goal is number one. Once you've written them down, you can do, your visions of what you want the future to look like, a measurable goal, and, quarterly, weekly, daily goals that you routinely set. But you need to take just the time to think of a breakthrough goal that would represent a quantum leap for you in your business. They're usually like, if you're thinking about playing football on a football field, it might be 2 or 3 or 4 yards that you're looking for. Well, what would happen if you created a goal that was a 50-yard, pass, or a 50-yard goal that would literally quantum leap you into the future? So many things that you can do when you're thinking of that. What would it be? 60 pounds, writing a book, appearing on Oprah, winning a gold medal at the Olympics, creating a killer website, getting your master's or doctoral degree, and getting elected president of your union or professional association, or hosting your own radio show. Obviously, a goal like that would just, blow it through the, blow the lid off your goals, and would make a very big difference for you. Once you have that, then you need to reread your goals at least three times a day. And you need to read them, doesn't matter if they're large or small. You need to activate the creative powers of your subconscious mind by reviewing your list 2 or 3 times a day, at least. If you take that time to read the list of your goals out loud with passion and enthusiasm, one goal at a time, close your eyes and picture each goal as if it were already accomplished. So take a few more seconds to feel what you would feel like. So if you do this every day, your brain your subconscious doesn't know what's real and what's not. It's the conscious mind that, kind of nixes those things. So what we're trying to do is get the brain, the subconscious part of your brain, to close the gap between your current reality and the vision of your goal. By constantly repeating and visualizing your goal is already achieved, you will be increasing the structural tension. And your motivation, it'll increase your motivation, stimulate your creativity, and heighten your awareness of resources that can help you achieve that goal. So you need to write them down. You need to come up with big goals and small goals. You need to reread your goals at least 3 times a day. You could create a goals book that you actually put a bunch of them together, and you just keep adding more into the book. You need to put, you put the goal on the top. You then write a goal at the top and illustrate it with pictures, words, just kind of like a scrapbook that you are, carrying around and reading. Your most important goal that you have, the one that you really, you've got to do it. You need to put that one in your wallet, right on the back side of your business card, carry it in your wallet, and then you'll be reminded every time you see it that is your goal. I have a lot of my goals written in the form of affirmations on my wall. I read them every day when I'm sitting in my office. So I know people do that as a screensaver, or, the idea of putting them in your wallet is a great idea. And then I will give you one other suggestion, and you might have heard this. There's a story, you write yourself a check. And there's a story about Jim Carrey, the comic, that most of you probably are familiar with. In 1990, he was struggling. He was from Canada. He was a Canadian comic, and he was trying to make his way in Los Angeles. He drove his Toyota up to Mulholland Drive. If you're familiar, Mulholland Drive is one of the roads there in Los Angeles. While he was up there, and he could look down, and he was able to see the city below, and he was dreaming about his future. He wrote himself a check for $10 million, and he dated it Thanksgiving 1995. Now, this was 1990. He added the notation for acting services rendered, and he carried it in his wallet from that day forth. And then the way the book reads, the rest, as they say, is history. Carrey's optimism and tenacity eventually paid off, and by 1995, after the huge box office success of Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, The Mask, and Dumb and Dumber, he was getting paid more than $20 million per picture. When his father died in 1994, he placed the $10 million check into his father's coffin as a tribute to the man who had been, who was his, his cheerleader in the corner. And that is the way the story pretty much ends at that point. We all know Jim Carrey. And then I would just leave you today with, one goal is not enough. You need to have more than that. Lou Holtz is quoted as saying, if you're bored with life, if you don't get up every morning with a burning desire to do things, then you don't have enough goals. And I know there's the story in here where he puts together a list of 101 goals, and he suggests that everybody does that. Jack Canfield says that. And he was inspired, Lou Holtz was inspired to do this by The Magic of Thinking Big, which is a book by David Schwartz. But you don't have to have 102 goals, but you can, or 101 goals. But you do need to have more than one. So I will leave you with this week. How are you doing? Accountability, you have to have somebody that you share this with. It's yourself when you're writing it down, but you need to be reaching out to other people. If you do not have a group of people that you call, your accountability people, your accountability group or an accountability partner, reach out to me at Jennifer@ToTheRescue, all written out, Jennifer@ToTheRescueIN.com, and I'll be happy to, we can talk more and see if maybe one of our networking groups would be a good fit. We do have some new programs that are going to be launched very soon, and we'd love to have you as part of our network to see how we can help you too. You can go to ttrnetworking.com, learn more about our network, and we will see you soon. Have a good one. Let's end that Accountability Month strong. We're going into Making the Connection May, and can't wait to talk to you more. Thanks. Bye.